In this box is the greatest vlogging camera ever made on planet Earth. It's 296K and it shoots 5,000 frames per second. 5,000. The sensor is 11 inches long.
Bruh.
This camera can even capture what's in your soul.
Oh, I need this camera bad.
All of this is just a rumor, but you should still believe me because I heard it from someone who heard it from somebody who heard it from somebody else, who then told somebody else, and then that person told somebody, and then those people told other people, and then those people told people, and then eventually it got online, and then once it got online, somebody saw it, and that person saw it, and then that person wrote an article about it, then I read an article about it, and now I'm telling you guys to buy it because I know it to be true. Listen, who cares if I never vlogged a day in my life? It's a rumor that comes from me, and you should believe it because rumors that come from me are basically the truth. So there's a rumor that there's a new vlogging camera coming out called the Sony ZV-E1. It's supposed to be the big brother to the ZV-E10. So it's rumored that this camera is a full frame sensor camera. It's going to give you things like 4K, 60 and 120 with no crop. Now, if you don't know what that means, basically with most cameras, or at least with the APS-C line, if you shoot 4K 120, like on the FX30, it will actually crop in on your image. So you'll lose a little bit of your picture. And that's a big deal for some people and for some reason. So this camera is gonna eliminate that. So you won't get any crop. You'll be able to use the full readout of the sensor. And it's not gonna have pixel binning and all these other things, which if you don't know what pixel binning is, it probably isn't gonna make a huge difference in your workflow. So who is it for? Like I said, it's still a rumor. I really don't know who it's for, but apparently it's a vlogging camera. So for people who are vlogging is who this camera is aimed at. So it may have things like 422 10-bit internal recording. Now, if you don't know what that means, basically it's more color dynamics and your highlights and transitions from one color to the next. You'll have more colors in between, which will give you more of a smoother look. Now, people start talking about highlight roll-offs and all this thing. If that's above your head, this camera probably more than likely isn't for you. Now, on this channel, I like to always ask the question, is this something you need? Is it going to enhance you? And if so, how is it going to enhance what you're already doing? I'm gonna say this. If you aren't vlogging right now and you want to, and you've been thinking about vlogging, then this camera is not the camera for you. The camera for you is your phone. It's not the camera that's gonna make your vlog or your YouTube or whatever it is that you're doing special. It's gonna be the content that you actually create with it. And if you haven't created any content, your barrier isn't quality lens or quality camera. Your barrier is getting your content out to begin with. That's number one. This right here is the future. I know a lot of people don't wanna admit it. It's not something that's popular, but this phone right here, cell phones, are the future. As soon as these cameras get a little bit better than what they already are, I don't think mirrorless cameras for social media and things like that are gonna be around as long because these are just too convenient. And that's, I think, one of the huge selling points with a vlogging camera is the convenience. Even with the cameras that are out, the ZV-E10, the A6400, the FX30, these cameras are not as small as this. This is very tiny. They're small cameras compared to DSLRs from like 5-6 years ago, but there's still no comparison to these. And once these catch on, it's a wrap, I believe, for all of these cameras, unless they do something different with these cameras. What am I saying by all this and what do I mean? What I'm saying is this. It's easy to get caught up in the hype of a brand new camera. It's easy to start listening to YouTubers talk about vlogging. Some I've never seen vlogs from, but they're telling you how to vlog and what camera is gonna be best for you to vlog with. That's interesting to me. But you know, it is what it is. This is the world we live in. People are trying to sell gear and I'm not mad at that because I would like to make money from YouTube too. So hey, it is what it is. If you're gonna have a camera like the Sony ZV-1, you're gonna have to have some accessories that go with that, I'm sure. Full frame lenses. And yes, you can use APS-C lenses on some of those cameras. The regular SD cards that you use now, like in your Sony ZV-E10, those aren't gonna work. You're gonna at least need a V90, or you're gonna have to go with the CF Express Type A cards, which I wanna say right now, for 160 gig is right around $300, almost $400. So you got to factor all of this stuff in. Then you're going to need probably a charger, another battery, because Sony, they don't always include batteries with their things. So just so you know that. So here's my recommendation on a rumor. Again, this is all speculation, so I can't say. But my recommendation is this. If you want to start vlogging, buy a ZV-E10 right now or use your phone. Now, you can wait for this camera to come out. That's fine. But you just have to ask yourself, are you going to be able to get the best out of that camera? If you're new to vlogging, you never vlogged before, hey, I'm not going to tell you not to get the camera, but just be prepared to do a lot of learning. Apart from knowing how to vlog, I'm talking about just the technical side. You're gonna have to study that, and it's gonna take you a while. If you don't have to go to work or do anything like that, then maybe you'll have time to do it. But if you have other things like businesses and kids and a wife or a husband or whatever it is that you have, then it's gonna take you some time to learn the ins and outs of whatever camera you get. But if you get something with a lot more options, just know that you're gonna have to tack time onto that. But anyway, I wanna know what you guys think. Is this a camera that you guys think you will want? What are the benefits of a camera that's full frame, that's meant for vlogging, that you can see? And how would you use it in your day-to-day workflow? Hit me up, let me know below. And I will say this, if you're on the fence between this rumored camera, the ZV-E1, and the camera that's already out, the ZV-E10, check out my review on the ZV-E10 and see if it's something that you'll want to get for 2023. I think you'll be surprised. But anyway, until next time, I'll holler at y'all later. I'm out. Peace. Listen, I'm not trying to be aggressive with you, but I don't want you to miss out on this once in a lifetime opportunity. Listen, there's never gonna be another camera that comes out like this camera. I don't even know all the specs, but I don't need to know the specs. You just need to trust me because I have your best interest at heart. You okay? My affiliate links down there, just click them. Don't worry about anything. Click that link and buy the camera. I don't care if it isn't out yet. Click a link, buy another camera. Click my links. Do you understand? Click my link. Click it and watch my videos all the way through. I want my average view duration to stay up high. I know what I'm talking about, okay? You don't know what you're talking about. I know what I'm talking about. You don't. You listen to me. Your skills lie in my hands. Listen, you don't need to do any research on your own. Come to my channel because I tell you the truth. Everything I say is true. I tell you what to buy. I tell you when to buy it. I tell you what's hot. I tell you what's not. You have to listen to me. Research without watching me is pointless because you're not going to get the right thing. I tell you what to get. So based on this rumor, I want you to wait. Don't buy a camera right now. Wait on this rumor because this rumor that I'm telling you is true. And I'm gonna buy this camera and you're gonna buy it too.